guys, welcome back to my channel. In today's video, I am going to be propagating my Monstera Pinnatipartita, or so we suspect. This is her here. Ooh. She is very, very big. She's just started to fenestrate, which is super exciting. So I am going to be propagating this big gal, and you can see that she is pretty well rooted into this pole that I made. So yeah, she's well and truly in need of a repot because she's reached past the pole, and I want to propagate it because, as you can see down here, the internodal spacing is quite far apart, whereas up the top it is a lot more closer together. So basically what I'm going to do is I'm going to take the top cutting and I'm going to replant it onto this pole so it can continue to grow up the pole and hopefully have shorter internodal spacing, and also hopefully it can continue to fenestrate and really show its true colours as to what it might be. And then the rest of the cuttings I am going to be propagating for my shop. So that is what we're going to be doing in today's video. Now, if you are new here, my name is Kate and I live in New Zealand, and I also run my own houseplant shop, which I will leave the link to down below if you are in New Zealand and want to check out where I get all my planty supplies from. If you haven't already, make sure you subscribe to my channel because I make planty content. So I make propagation videos, houseplant tours, vlogs, like behind the scenes of my small business, and also doing like planty chore vlogs. So if that sounds like something you like, make sure you hit the subscribe button, and don't forget to thumbs up or thumbs down these videos depending if you like this kind of content or not. But with all that being said, let's get into propagating my beast. Woo! Yay! Okay, we are outside in my potting area, and I did give this a really good water and feed probably 3 or 4 days ago, so it's well hydrated, ready for a chop. First things first is to take off all my little velcros that were holding it on. Mommy. So basically what I'm going to do is I'm going to cut all these cable ties off one side of the grow pole that I made. Oh, wow. I guess I'm going to have to unpot this whole thing. Oh my! Oh, wow! Big, eh? Cool. And this is why I make my own grow poles with a big plastic mesh, because it is so much easier trying to pull these big chunky roots out of these bigger mesh squares than it is the small little wire mesh squares you get with the grow poles that you can buy. Highly recommend making your own. They're super affordable to make. You can make them any size, and you can use a bigger mesh for your bigger climbing plants, so it keeps all the roots intact when you pull them off. The countless amounts of roots I've ripped with those little square wire mesh supports that you buy, not ideal. But anyway, I'm going to cut up this stem into single nodes. So you can see these two base nodes aren't rooted, and these were the ones that when I bought the plant were trailing off the side of the pot. So these were before I put it on the pole, and then once I put it on the pole, obviously all these ones have rooted nicely. That is an awesome root system. So this cutting is like literally gonna grow so quickly, and we're coming into spring. We're like a week away, a week and a half away, no, a week away from spring. Fern fibre is amazing. Like, I don't know if you could see actually like the girth, the thickness of that, but it's very thick, so that's awesome. Okay, so that's all I'm going to cut off. I'm going to keep this as my tip cutting. I will probably remove this leaf here, like so, and then I've got all this to plant up into its new pot, and then it can continue to grow. That's very exciting. Look at that big boy. This one also has its first like full fenestration from the edge of the leaf all the way in, so I can't wait to see that one unfurl. I hope I haven't wrecked it by cutting it. Okay, so that's the base potted back up, and that can continue to grow into another big beautiful plant. Okay, so I've mixed my soil mix in with the fern fibre here. I've got my clear pot, so I'm going to put the tip cutting into this 17 centimetre pot, and I'm going to put the rest of the cuttings into these 10 centimetre clear pots. These will all get poles once they start growing, but just for like the continued propagation process, they're not going to have any poles. If you ever get plants like this with a really big root, what you can do is you can just pop it in and then just gently wrap it around in the pot so you can fit it all in. I know some people cut the roots down. I do sometimes do that, but because it only has the one big root, I'm not going to cut it down. I'm just going to wrap it around in the pot and it'll be happy as. Okay, so I've just made up the grow pole again, and I'm going to situate this plant where I want it to go, like that, and then I'll get my plant Velcro, just attach it to the bottom here, which one will hold it against the pole when it keeps growing. Two, I can have my hands free, I don't have to hold the plant up against the pole while I'm potting it. I think that'll do for now. Okay, so as always I'm going to be using the Clonex Clone Solution. I'm going to be watering all these cuttings in with this, and this is basically a premium nutrient for cuttings and seedlings, so it just gives them that really good boost to start off their root growing journey. And I have noticed a huge difference with all the plants that I've actually used this on, which is super exciting. We love a fast root growing system. Okay, I think that concludes today's video. I hope you guys liked this little propagation process. I will keep you updated on my Instagram, so be sure to follow me there at Wildvine.Plants or Wildvine the shop. It is for the shop, so I may post it more on there, but all the links are down below in the description. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye! You can see down here the internodal, so I continue to plant and replant it on the base. Ugh. Well, I didn't really expect that to happen.